In this video, I want to talk about the way of rest, recovery, and rejuvenation, and the idea of accepting this present moment as the very means for getting unstuck and giving way to deeper levels of flow and creativity. It's important to understand that there are times in life when life is calling for stillness. We have this idea that we're always supposed to be on this go, 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 go routine, and that we're never supposed to experience stillness. Stillness is a thing. It's an experience. It's part of life. And just like you can experience moments of stillness throughout the day, you can experience cycles of stillness in your life too. You may be going through a period where it just seems like nothing is happening. No ideas are coming to you. Nothing seems to be taking root the way that you had planned. And despite all of your best efforts, it just feels like nothing is happening. And that all you feel like doing is just sitting there. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay. In fact, if you can really lean into this experience of just being when this kind of cycle comes up for you, where you just don't know, it's okay. And in fact, not knowing and stillness, like I said, it's part of life. And in fact, a lot of benefit can come from surrendering to this pause, this space in life, this opportunity to rest that life is giving you. We get anxious and feelings like we're supposed to be doing something, which really just prolongs this cycle instead of going with it, right? If you look at the cycles in life, like you look at, nature, a tree, a flower, anything, there's a cycle of darkness and rebirth. Like when the seed is in its germination phase, it's there in darkness and stillness. Nothing is happening. It's just waiting. And then little by little, the moisture, the right conditions begin to form, and it begins to come to life. Little by little at first, seeking the light, seeking direction, until it finally pokes its little head through the soil and opens its, leaves to the sun. And then from that point on, growth can begin to happen in a much quicker way. And so we need to kind of embrace this same cycle in these moments of feeling stuck or unsure of what the next step is. It's when we try to grab onto it with our minds and make something happen all the time is when we can actually perpetuate that feeling of being stuck. So in this quick video, I just want to invite you, if you're going through this kind of period right now where you're just like, you don't know what's coming next, maybe you have a lot of different ideas bubbling up, it's okay. One of the best things you can do is just be in stillness. Go sit at a park and just watch, nature. If you live by the ocean, go to the beach and just watch the waves. Go for a walk in nature. And maybe this goes on for days and weeks, and it's okay. Just really go with it. Really embrace this time of rest. Get sleep. Take care of your body. Eat healthy foods. Maybe even take a break from the gym and just do things like stretching and, just slow down. Really go with the rhythm that life is actually trying to live through you. Go into the darkness. Go into the void. Be okay with not knowing. I like to think of it like, there's times in life, it's like a leaf. Think of a leaf kind of like going down a stream, right? And there can be phases where that leaf is just trucking along. It's moving down the stream. It's going over little waterfalls. And then once in a while, it gets stuck in a little rincon, a little kind of, slow spot, a little kind of side pool where just kind of, it's over there just kind of spinning, maybe for a while. Right? And it's just kind of hanging out over there in the shade in this little pool. And then before you know it, the currents change and boom, off it goes. Life is like that sometimes. Begin to flow with these seasons. It would be a mistake to try to end this season prematurely, to try to force something to happen when it's not ready to happen. And you'll know this by every time you go to kind of take action or have a certain idea and you go to implement, it just doesn't feel right. And it's okay to sit back and just let more clarity come. Let that new season come to you on its own time. This is where true inspiration comes from. Inspire, in spirit, when you wait for that new wave of spirit to come through you. I actually had big ideas for some other videos and they just weren't coming out the way that I wanted them to. It felt forced, and I just stood back and I was just like, this isn't what wants to be created right now. And I went through this process kind of on my own of just like sitting back and like, okay, what can you do when nothing is working? Talk about the present moment. And so that's what this video was about. And I can already feel from this present moment communication a new feeling of inspiration coming to the surface. At least something was communicated. At least there was some form of expression in this moment. And that's all that matters. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.